Today, we've got a public service announcement. And if you, like me, are a Potter addict, then it's really important that you know the stages. Stage 1, Funko and Lego. That's where it all started for me, folks. And from there, it's a downhill slide. Stage 2, wands. There are so many wands out there that you can easily get sucked down a rabbit hole and get lost for hours looking at some of the amazing, new, and creative wands. Stage 3, props and replicas. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there are so many different companies out there that make props, replicas, amazing things that you've got to have as part of your collection. And it is definitely, I mean, a bigger part of my wish list currently than anything else. Stage 4. Stage 4 is an interesting one because statues are becoming an increasingly large part of my collection. And there are so many amazing brands out there that produce different, varied sculptures and statues that it's becoming a small problem. Now, the last stage, stage 5, is not a stage that I'm proud of. And it's a stage that I never thought I'd reach as an addict. But today, guys, we're officially full-blown addicts. And we're hitting stage 5. So stick around and we'll go through my first doll by Star Ace, Mad Eye Moody. Hey there, everyone. My name's Perry, and welcome to The Potter Addict. Well, like I said, today's video is not a proud video because I am going to a place that I never thought I'd go, and that is dolls. And I say that loosely because, honestly, guys, these are pretty amazing dolls. I have a couple people that I communicate with on Instagram, and they've been collecting these for quite some time. And the detail and extras that they throw in allow you to do some amazing like poses and scenes and everything else. And they've got backdrops, they've got props, they've got so many things that that make it tough for an addict to say no. So, so today we are going to go over Mad Eye Moody. You guys all know, if you're here, that I love Mad Eye Moody, right? He's my second, right after Dumbledore. And when I saw Mad Eye Moody and the detail that they give this guy, I could not resist. And I got a pretty good deal, so it was, to me, worthwhile. So I figured if we're going to start and give these a try, we're going to start with Mad Eye. Dumbledore would have been my first choice to start, but Dumbledore 2. Not the Richard Harris one. Not a huge fan of that one. Because, guys, I don't know if you've ever looked at Star Ace. Star Ace, some of them are kind of creepy. I mean, seriously, they're bug eyes, they're crazy hair. I mean, some of them are super creepy, and they will never be a part of my collection. Star Ace is definitely a collection I will not complete. I will get a select few that I like, but not all of them because I have nightmares of maybe waking up and coming down to my Potter cave and being attacked by all these little creepy dolls. So there'll only be a few in here. So, but without further ado, let's dive into this guy because I have been very eager to see him up close and in person, and I am truly interested to see if I am a doll guy. Oh, gosh, that hurts me to say out loud. But I just don't know. I just don't know if this is going to be my thing. I just figured that if it was, Mad Eye would be my best option to see if it was going to work for me. So let's see here. Let's wrap this out. Now, I did find this from a gentleman, and I don't know why he was getting rid of it. But, I mean, if you look at this, look at that box. I mean, that box alone is pretty phenomenal. I mean, That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And again, as a collector, I'm always finding new things, you know, that I didn't know existed. Some of the other collectors out there, some of the fans of Harry Potter, they show me things all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that existed. And you put it on the want list or whatever. But I knew these existed for quite some time. I never was interested because, again, I don't classify myself as a doll guy, but these things are pretty cool. I mean, they really are. I never knew that they made these. I don't know if they were ever in the store. I don't know if these were just an online thing. I don't know, but I never remember seeing anything like this in the store. But let's see, what's the best way to break into it? I think maybe coming from the top. Yep, it looks like that's the best way. So, slide old Mad Eye out here and take a look. Now, I'm going to be a little bit more ginger with the packaging because, honestly, guys, this is my first one. I don't know what to expect, and I don't want to damage this in any way, shape, or form. So, now, before we... Oh, okay. So, underneath here, this is the stand. So, it comes with a stand so that you can use these little rods and pose him in different stances, holding a staff, you know, casting a spell, different things. So, and they've got a little, looks like action figure collectible booklet here talking about it. But this is what you guys need to see. I mean, look at Mad Eye in here. So he comes with an additional hand. His wand's right up here. They've got his staff. They've got his flask. And then they've got this, you know, like the spell or the flare coming off of his wand as he's casting a spell. Now, I think this guy looks phenomenal. So what we're going to do is a little something different. I am going to just look at him first, and then maybe when I showcase him on the close-ups, we'll do some poses, right? Because I mean, that's what this is all about. It's all about his poses, the stuff that he can do. Because he's supposed to, oh yeah, he does. He's got a lot of different points of articulation. Now, the thing I like about this one is the fact that they gave him plastic hair, right? They didn't give him the real hair, because some of those have the real hair, and to be honest with you, those are the ones I like the least. I think the hair, for some reason, always turns out kind of creepy. But I mean, looking at Mad Eye, let's just take a look real quick. So they give him his leather jacket underneath, you know, underneath his overcoat, under the brown overcoat, which is kind of like a suede type material. They give him these pants. Now, somebody told me about this, but there is a tearaway right here in his pants, and on just this one side. And the reason there is the tearaway is because they give him a metal leg, just like his actual character in the movies. I mean, and it goes all the way up, guys, to where it is. I mean, how amazing is that? I mean, so you can put his pants on so that it is completely, you know, like a normal pant leg. And then where you could have him just like when he's in his scene, sitting down, you know, taking off his leg and you know, rubbing it because it's sore or whatever. But I mean, I love the detail. I love the little added effects that they give to this guy. I mean, he's got his one silver boot, his one regular boot. I love it. And I was also told, and it feels like, oh, there it is. There it goes. He's got the movable eye in here as well. Oh, nicely done, guys. Nicely done. I mean, I love that feature. I love that feature in the Gentle Giant version. I love it in this. It's a great touch. Still trying to get over that cold. Oh, it's been lingering, guys. But this is fantastic. And honestly, again, new to dolls. So, and I won't have very many of these. I'm not a doll guy. It's one of those things that doesn't really interest me. But it was Mad Eye Moody. Mad Eye Moody. And then to look at, like, his staff. I mean, seriously, guys. I'm going to set him down here, and pull out his staff, because I need more than one hand. I mean, his staff, which is spot on. I mean, seriously, just amazing. And I'm thinking to myself, is that the hand? No, that's the hand for the wand. That is definitely what that is. This must be maybe the hand that holds the staff. Yep, it definitely is. I'm going to say it goes around here like this, possibly. I don't want to break anything, but at the same time, I'd like for this to hold on to the staff. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is this hand. It looks like a wand hand, but let's get some of these pieces out. So we're going to explore here for a second, guys, because, again, this is all new to me. Let's get his wand. Let's get his flask. Now, the question is, does he have a hip holster for the flask like in the movie? And I do not see that. So basically this flask is to be held, right? And he's got the hold the flask. And but again, the detail of the flask is spot on. Looks just like my replica back there on the shelf. I love it. They did a fantastic job of that. And then you've got the spell that or his wand flourish, or whatever you want to call this, that comes off. And this sticks right on the end of the wand. And there you go. I mean, look how cool that looks. Look how cool that looks. So you put his wand in his hand, and I'm going to say we slide from the bottom. Looks like it would probably be the best idea. And you can articulate his arm like he's casting, and then put this on the end. And I'm hoping that this will actually work, because it's super difficult. I'm sure that people who have these probably have some tips or tricks. But, I mean, there it is. Oh, and there it goes. I'll get up some cool spin-arounds for you guys. I will play with this off camera and get up some poses, some different, some different things with him. And all in all, I'm going to tell you that I think they did an amazing job of replicating him. I think that this is really, really cool, just the attention to detail that they put in all of his accessories. But I have to say this. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, it's just not my thing, right? I mean, there's so much stuff out there. Sometimes you just don't know until you give something a try. Not my thing. You know, I do love him, though. I am going to definitely put him in a great pose, holding his staff in one hand. I don't know what I'm going to do with, like, the other components, his wand and his flask. But I love that staff. That staff is, I mean, that's a staple for Mad Eye Moody. You got to have him holding that staff. It just looks amazing. And I'll have him back there on the shelf, posed like this. But honestly, guys, I really don't think that I will be purchasing any more of these. Maybe Dumbledore 2, if I can come across them for the right price. I probably wouldn't go as high as I did for him, just because, again, now that I've seen them in person and I've held them and everything, I know that it's not really my thing. But I can see why people would love these. I mean, I can absolutely see why somebody would be interested in having these. But for me, give me my Gentle Giant busts. Give me Funko. Give me, Iron Studios. I mean, give me Pop Mart. Please give me Pop Mart. I love all of those far more than I do something like this. So, but again, you don't know until you give it a try, and that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm here to give you my honest opinion of what I think of these things, and then that way maybe save you guys some money, I don't know, or maybe get you over the hump, because I can promise you that there's definitely some people that are going to be jealous that I have this, or they're going to absolutely love the fact that I added this to my collection. And again, I like having it as part of my collection. I just know that I won't be getting any of the other ones that I was on the fence about, because it's just not for me. But guys, I mean, give me your opinion. Give me your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you would add to your collection? Is it something that you would be interested in having? Because again, like I said, it's a preference thing. You know, there may be some people out there that are all over these, and I know a couple that are. So, but it's just not for me. But not upset that I got it. Again, like I said, it's a great additional Mad Eye Moody piece for my collection. And just a little friendly update on that note, I made a friend in the UK. And my friend in the UK is a rock star, an absolute rock star. He helped me obtain something that I didn't ever think I would have as part of my collection, and that is the Noble Collection replica of Mad Eye Moody's staff. And that is coming, my friends. In fact, by the time you watch this video, I may already have it in my possession. But once I have it, I promise you that review will go up quick, because I am very, very eager to open it and see it in person, to hold it in my hands. Now, one little caveat: the reason that I had to get somebody in the UK to get this is because this item is very limited stock. There were only a limited quantity made, and the Noble Collection stopped shipping them because of all the issues that they were having in them breaking during shipment. So they would only sell these to a walk-in customer at their UK store, and you basically take it out, inspect it there at the store, make sure everything looks good and it's intact. And then what you do with it after that is up to you, but they want no responsibility for replacing or refunding money for those staffs. So my friend picked up that staff for me and carefully packaged it like it was one of his own children, and is shipping it to the US. So when we unbox that one together, it's going to be a little nerve-wracking, because it may be in one piece or it may be in multiple. And fingers crossed, everyone, that it gets here safe and sound. Either way, thank you so much, my friend, for helping me. I think that this is the start of a beautiful friendship, because there are quite a few things. One that I just found the other day that I was not aware existed either, and that is the cave locket. It comes with a little folded letter inside and everything else, only available in the UK through the Noble Collection, and I definitely want to have that. I want to put it in the little crystal goblet that's over there on my shelf, and you know, so it just looks so kind of more authentic. Like I said before, we're at that point in the video. If you haven't, click subscribe, click the bell notification, give me a thumbs up, and always check me out on Instagram, because I definitely think I'll be doing a few fun things with this one, since he can pose and do some different motions and everything else. So you want to check that out. But that's all I've got. So until next time, thank you again for joining me here today. And as always, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.